Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. This is definitely a holiday video. Printcesses mascot cow has his Santa cap on, so you know it is time. We are going to talk today about the first part of a very large release from Pat McGrath Labs. This is Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana, along with one of the three kind of crazy mascara shades. Now, before you rub your eyes or adjust your screen, something might look a little off as you're looking at me today. Yes, I do have two separate eye looks on, and only one of them has this crazy turquoise mascara on, so it might look a little funny, and I'm sorry if it's disconcerting, but I thought I would explain it to you. All right, let's talk about this palette, and then we have indoor and outdoor swatches that I'm trying something a little different. We'll have to see what you guys think of the way I'm trying to do the swatches today. We're always growing and always improving. Okay, the Mothership Mega Celestial Nirvana palette is $82. It is accompanied by a bunch of other releases that have slowly been trickling out of the Pat McGrath Labs, including these kind of mini little shadows. I picked those up and those are coming my way, and some either one or two or so blush palettes, one of which is coming my way as we speak. So lots of good stuff coming, and it looks like Mother has chosen to release these kind of slowly to just help it feel a bit easier rather than, you know, if you release a huge collection from a marketing standpoint, most aren't going to buy it all. So this ensures more sales, and I can't say that I blame the company. This mascara, which we are going to talk about, does come in two other shades. It comes in kind of a vibrant pink and an electric blue. I don't know. This was more of a curiosity purchase and for review. So I went ahead and went with the turquoise, which you'll see me apply it, but I have it on one eye here. But you can also get a pink or a blue. Pink would not have worked for me. I don't know who pink would work for, but let me know if you're that person. Okay, so let's also take a look here, and then we'll get some of my different swatches that I did today. So the weird thing about these Mega palettes is they have these kind of satin strings here that keep it together. Last year, when I got mine on camera, I snipped them somewhat mercilessly so that my palette would lay flat, and half the people out there in the viewing audience loved it, and the other half were absolutely horrified that it would take a scissors to something as beautiful as a Pat McGrath palette, and I think they thought I was a blasphemer and they didn't like it, so we won't do it this year. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got here. 18 shades. Interesting, we have, and we're going to look at this in terms of texture and formula. We have highlight shades, matte shades, metallic shades, and satin frost shades, 9 metallic shades in all. This is $82, if I did not say already, and each of the 3 Dark Star mascara shades are $32. I will say I'd be remiss if I didn't say that these are Dark Star mascaras, and the original Pat McGrath Black Dark Star mascara is probably my all-time favorite mascara ever made, which is why Curiosity got this cat in terms of this turquoise shade. Okay. We saw it in the pan. What I want to do now is I want to take you to some swatches, both in indoor and outdoor lighting. But first I'm going to tell you what I did, and you'll have to let me know what you think of it. I had a comment the other day on a video asking if I could talk about the formulas as well, because this viewer was saying that sometimes on camera those formulas don't translate. Is it a metallic? Is it a kind of a matte shade? You know, sometimes it's hard to tell. So what I've done with this palette is I've actually organized it rather than in palette order. And you'll have to tell me what you guys think of this out in viewer land. I have organized it in terms of, the formula. So here's what you're gonna see. I did a top line of just the highlight shades, and then a second line of the metallic shades. I did a third line just of the satin frost shade and then in the bottom I did a big row of 9 of those kind of base matte shades that would kind of look building shades. Okay, so you'll have to tell me what you think. Let's go to it right now. Along the top here in studio lighting, we have 3 highlighter shades, starting with Cosmic Champagne, Lunar Lavender, and Golden Angelica or Angelica. The second row has the metallic shades, including Bronze Infatuation, followed by Eternal Amour, one of my favorites, and Heavenly Bronze, which I don't think we actually use in the demonstration. Beneath that, we have 3 Satin Frost shades. We're on the 3rd row, and that is Guilty Opulence, Aquarian Dream, and Starlit Copper. And then across the very bottom, keeping it all together, are our 9 matte shades, including Nightfall, Nocturnal Navy, Auburn Allure, Desert Divinity, Fabulosity, let's see, Flame Fatale, that's that orange shade. Then our green shade, Altered State, Violet Vixen, and Verusian Peony is the pink shade rounding out those mattes. So you guys will have to tell me what you think. I don't know if I would do this in every video, but there's so many different formulas here. I thought maybe that might work for us. Let's see. But let's take it outside into the warm California sunshine and see what you think of them outside. Same order, also by formula. Go ahead and take a look. See what you think, guys. Same order there, too. We have those highlighters across the top, the metallics underneath that, the Satin Frost in the 3rd row, and then that bottom row is bordered by those beautiful matte shades. Now, in the past, I would have told you, and I have told people in the past, to skip the Mothership Megas. Didn't have any of the special formulas most of the time, and this time included, a little bit less money, so the super expensive shades aren't in there. I was never thrilled. I liked playing with them, but never used them after. Let me tell you, I am really enjoying this one. I don't know if it's the incredibly versatile kind of color story, the wild shades, but also so many, for chickens like me, so many beautiful kind of grounding neutral almost, or even neutral cool, kind of neutral shades, everyday shades, what I would call. So I actually am going to recommend this one, and I think it's at a good price. I don't just see this as a beginner Pat McGrath palette, not at all. We will have to see what we think of these kind of smaller, what are they, 5-pan palettes that have come out and should be making their way to me. I don't know what to think of those. But watch also in the demo. We will also be using some of the highlight shades to highlight my face. That's why my highlighter is so bright. And we will try out this Dark Star Mascara in this vibrant turquoise shade and see what we think, though you're getting a preview right now. These are fun, but silly. You know, silly's okay, though. Silly's okay. All right, let's go to the demo. Okay, let's start with some of these matte shades, just to kind of get us going here. So we're going to start with this Desert Divinity shade right here on the left. And I'm going to use Rephr today. I bounce around, but I'm going to use my favorite good old Rephr #1 on one of these matte shades. Or there are 9 matte shades. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. And on this side, we're going to start with a different matte shade so we can have 2 looks in. And this one is Auburn Allure. It doesn't say right here on the palette, so I was looking over at my paper. Let's put Auburn Allure. Now let's go back to this eye over here, and we are going to do another matte. We're going to go ahead, and I'm going to take that same brush, and we're going to do Nightfall, which is a deeper, darker brown matte. Okay, and now to this eye, we have this more orangey shade. So let's do another matte. Let's do this matte right here, which is called Flame Fatale right here. Switching brushes to go in there. Okay, 2 different looks. Let's get creative now. Let's start to use some of our highlight. Let's start to use some of our Satin Frost and our metallic. Let's start here with a metallic shade. This is shade Eternal Amour. Again, I'm looking down in front of me where I've written the names. Getting a very pretty look with that. And since Eternal Amour was a metallic, let's do another metallic on this side here. Let's go into this metallic here, which is called Bronze Infatuation right here. Look at how these 2 looks are coming together. Okay, now I think I'm going to go with a little highlight shade into the center. And I think on this eye here, we are going to go with this highlight shade right here, which is called Cosmic Champagne. We're going to just put it right there in the center. Then I'm going to use the same brush, flip it around, and on this eye, I think we'll go with the highlight shade that is called Golden Angelica. Really, really loving that. Only thing we haven't used is a Satin Frost shade. So let's go ahead and use the Satin Frost shade right here called Guilty Opulence. Flipping the brush over, and we're going to go over here to this Satin Frost shade called Starlit Copper, and we're going to put Starlit Copper on this eye. Now we have two different eye looks all finished. Let's go ahead and get a highlight on, shall we? We're going to use these highlighters, two different ones, on the cheeks. Since they're highlighters for the eye, we might as well use them for the cheeks as well. So let's highlight the cheeks. Let's highlight this side with Bronze Angelica. It's a highlight shade. Let's do it. And let's highlight this side of the face over here with, we'll go and do exactly with Cosmic Champagne. I kind of went over there. Now, how about this mascara? Let's do one eye with it and one eye without. I have black mascara. I think this one would do the best with this turquoise. Let's try it. Are you ready? Okay. This eye with the turquoise mascara, this eye with just a black mascara. The turquoise mascara is going on, a little bit hesitantly because I have a black mascara under it, but the parts of it that went on well, you can really see, and it's just that little flash of turquoise that I really, really like. So normally, I would say that you could pass up on the Mothership Megas, but I gotta tell you, I'm super impressed by this one. Loving the formulas, loving the fun, the creativity, and the looks you could do, as we just saw 2 out of, well, almost infinite possibilities. Of course, we have different shades available in this mascara. I thought one was kind of enough for me, but you can decide for yourself, of course. And on top of that, we've got even more coming. I have ordered both of these smaller, kind of longer, smaller pan eyeshadow palettes. Even got one of the blush palettes. There's more than one blush palette, I believe. So lots of other stuff coming in from Mother, but this is just a really fun way to kick off this season. Let me know what your thoughts are, what you ordered, and what you decided to just kind of save up and wait for. And then also let me know what it's competing with in your head of things to purchase. Sorry if I'm distracting you with 2 eye looks. I just appreciate all of the feedback. We are a community here. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. Hey, if you haven't already done so, do make sure that you subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss on any of the upcoming fun, and you can even join and become a member for behind the scenes videos and special lives. And I will see you all, I hope, in the next video. Bye-bye.